There is only one way to speak English fluently and to become fluent in English, and that is comprehensible output. You know that I learned English with the script of TV shows, YouTubers, podcasts, vloggers, whole nine yards, right? I managed to become fluent in English by only practicing with the scripts. And the most important part of learning English with the scripts is that when you learn English with the scripts, you do comprehensible output. What does that mean? You don't sit in your chair and watch a TV show or watch a YouTube video. You get the script of TV shows, YouTube videos, or podcasts, and you start to practice. What makes this process comprehensible is that, first of all, you learn English. You become fluent in English by speaking, constantly speaking. And while you're speaking a language, while you're using a language, you start to understand the language. So basically, when you try to speak English, when you try to repeat the sentences, just like the way I do in my videos, without looking at the scripts, you try to understand what you're saying. You're not using or speaking a language like a parrot by trying to memorize the words or memorize lines. You're not trying to memorize it. That is the key.
How do I get to the F train?
Oh, 2 blocks that way and take a right.
How do I get to the F train? 2 blocks that way and take a right. 2 blocks that way and take a right. Your whole goal is to speaking. On the contrary of learning English by doing comprehensible input, aka sitting in your chair watching, thousands of hours of content, you learn the language by constantly speaking. And this is how you acquire the language. When you practice with the script of TV shows or YouTube videos, you might think to yourself, okay, how do you remember every single line or every single word, etc.? Like, for instance, the biggest argument against my script method is that, you're not going to be using the lines or the words from the TV shows that you're learning, such as Friends. By creating this comprehensible output playlist, I actually wanted to show you how practicing with the script of TV shows, YouTube videos work in real life. If you want to see how practicing with the scripts will work in the long term, you need to check out this playlist and you need to see how actually practicing with the scripts of Friends and other TV shows and YouTube videos will help you to become fluent in English. Okay guys, now today we have a very busy day ahead of us. Today we're going to explore one of the most touristic areas in Istanbul. We're going to go to Grand Bazaar and I'm going to take you guys along with me. I'm off to Grand Bazaar. I got my keys here. Now I'm going to lock the door.
We have a busy day ahead of us.
Well, I'm off to Carol's.
Okay, first of all, today we have a very busy day ahead of us and I'm off to Grand Bazaar. Now, as you can see, one of the expression ahead of us, I remember this expression from Kennedy's video because I practiced with the script of Kennedy, with the script of YouTube videos in 2020, and also 8 years ago I practiced with the script of Friends. So this is where I remember this word, I remember this expression, I'm off to Carol's from Friends. Almost every single one of the words that I use in my daily life, they are coming from the practices that I did throughout the years. But the thing is, if you try to memorize the words, if you try to memorize the lines when you practice with the scripts, you will 100% fail to learn English or to speak English. The way our brain works is that your brain picks up some of the expressions, some of the words very randomly. You don't know why. Just it happens subconsciously. You start to first of all pick up some of the words and expressions here and there. And over time, as you keep practicing, you start to form the sentences the way native speakers speak by copying them constantly, by not memorizing them, by just repeating their lines without looking at the scripts. Your brain starts to make the sentences, understand how to make the sentences the way native speakers do. Over time, your brain will start to generate your own sentences. You will start to create your own sentences. But in order to do that, first of all, you need to do a lot of practices. For instance, my brain automatically turns this expression into my expression. I'm off to Carol, I'm off to Grand Bazaar.
Well, I'm off to Carol's.
I'm off to Grand Bazaar. I got my keys here. Now I'm gonna lock the door and I'm leaving the house.
Why are we standing here? You've got the keys. No, I don't. Yes, you do. When we left, you said, got the keys. No, I didn't. I asked, got the keys?
Either of you have the keys?
Why are we standing here? We are waiting for you to open the door. You got the keys. No, I don't. Yes, you do. When we left, you said got the keys. Yes, you do. No, I don't. Yes, you do. When we left, you said got the keys. Got the keys. No, I didn't. I asked got the keys. No, I didn't. I asked got the keys. No, you said got the keys. No, you said got the keys. Either of you have the keys. Okay, I've got my keys here. So when I use this word key, this key comes with the sentences, comes with the expressions from friends. Now, the reason why I encourage everyone to start with sitcoms at the beginning of your English learning journey is because sitcoms and TV shows will help you to expand your vocabulary while learning daily English. You will see so many expressions, so many words that you can relate to. So I've got the keys, you got the keys, did you get the key? Yeah, we've got the key, I locked the door, I didn't lock the door. You see those types of expressions in sitcoms. Learn English with the script of sitcoms at the very beginning of your English learning journey is very, very vital. Now we're gonna take the escalator and then subsequent escalator. So I took the escalator, I'm standing on the escalator right now, and I'm gonna take the subsequent escalator. But first things first, I need to withdraw some cash here. So first of all, I'm gonna withdraw some cash from the ATM. You either make payments or withdraw some cash at the ATMs, and yeah.
No. Barney, don't you get on that escalator. And don't you dare get on that subsequent escalator.
Barney, don't you get on that escalator. Don't you dare get on that subsequent escalator.
First things first.
First things first.
Also, the challenge was I wanted to withdraw some cash, but I wasn't sure what everything meant.
And also, I wanted to withdraw some cash, but I wasn't sure what everything meant. Within seconds, guys, within a minute, I gave you so many words in this video. And every single one of those words comes with the expressions from the TV shows or YouTube videos. Normally, when you practice with the scripts, you will forget half of the expressions or words, but half of them will stick with you. And over time, as you keep practicing with a very solid, systematic study plan, you can go check out my study plans if you haven't started learning English with the scripts, you will see that some of the expressions will start to stick with you. Like get on the escalator, take the escalator, I'm going to take the escalator, right? This is a 100% relatable scene that you will have to use at one point in your life. You know, every single day when I go somewhere, I take the escalator. That means it is a very relatable scene, right? I get on the elevator. But unfortunately, your brain doesn't learn how to say those sentences without speaking and using the language. So this is why you fail to learn English, actually, because you're not practicing speaking. Speaking is everything. You learn the language by speaking and using the language. That is it. Simple as that. Now I am on my way to the subway station. I'm going to the metro. First of all, we're going to take the metro to go to Grand Bazaar. By the way, it is a very beautiful, gorgeous, sunny summer day. I love summer so much. It feels so good.
Anywhere you want. On my way.
Anywhere you want, on my way.
It is absolutely gorgeous outside.
It is absolutely gorgeous outside. It is absolutely gorgeous outside.